What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are taking a look at a surprisingly accurate Amouage Reflection Man clone. Here we have one of the best floral fragrances for men ever created, in my opinion. This is from Amouage. This is Reflection Man, and we're talking about Khadlaj's version called Shiyaaka. Totally different bottle, but I'll tell you what, the juice inside, pretty damn spot on. Quality's actually pretty good as well. I wouldn't put them on the exact same level. The Amouage definitely smells a little bit higher quality. But we're going to talk about just how accurate in performance and scent profile. So stay tuned. So before we jump too far into the Shiyaaka review, this was sent out to me by the good folks at Aroma Concepts. And obviously everything I have to say here is all my own personal thoughts as we go through the video, but I just want to let you guys know this was sent out to me as part of a haul, and it was one of the few that I decided was definitely worthy of a full review. So here we are. Let's get into it. So I'll have the notes on screen for you guys. I actually have it pulled up side by side from Aroma Concepts and Parfumo for Reflection Man, just to give you guys an idea. It's almost an identical note breakdown. For Shiyaaka, it's the top's petitgrain, rosemary, and pink pepper. According to Parfumo, Reflection Man's bitter orange leaf, pink pepper, and rosemary. The mids are identical with ylang-ylang, neroli, orris root, and jasmine for one, neroli, ylang-ylang, iris, and jasmine, which orris root is the root of the iris flower. Same thing. And then the base is identical as well, cedar, vetiver, patchouli, sandalwood. So when you spray this one at the top, you're going to get kind of that herbal, slightly earthy type of feel that Reflection Man is known for. I was wearing this earlier today. God, it's so beautiful. Like, it's really difficult out in the air to smell any type of difference. Like, anybody that's familiar with this one, out in the air, I'd be hard-pressed to think you could tell the difference between the two. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a one-to-one carbon copy through and through, but it's 90% accurate minimum from start to finish. You get all of the woody nuances, you get all of the powdery facets with kind of that white floral tone that the soapiness of the neroli brings, but it's just a little bit of soapiness, but it does have that white floral tone with that kind of sweet spice pep, the pink pepper type of feel. It's a little sweet and spicy, you know, but not really heavy on the spices. It's more herbal. Surprisingly herbal, even at the note breakdown, because the petitgrain really shines here. It gives this fresh green feel, kind of an earthiness from the patchouli, and then even the florals here a little earthy and rooty. The ylang-ylang stands out a bit. You get a little bit of a yellow floral tone. Even the first time I smelled this in the first impressions on the haul video when I got this, distinctively smelled ylang-ylang. I think it stands out a little bit more than in Reflection Man. That's kind of the only real difference I've noticed between the two in the scent profile. But as far as like quality, I mean, slight difference here. With this is definitely a little bit higher quality. They definitely source different oils, but this does not smell like a cheap synthetic clone. And right now it's like $39 before the discount code down below. So this is mega cheap for 100 ml, and it smells spot on. I'm thoroughly impressed. This is because, like I said, I have had a haul video, and there's no requirements with, oh, you need to do a review on these or this. No, I just picked whatever the hell spoke to me the most, and I'm doing reviews on them. So far, I did Lafetti Intoxicate, and this one warranted a full review because I've been thoroughly impressed by this. I have not tried a bunch of Reflection Man clones, but I feel like I started with one of, if not the cream of the crop, because the accuracy and the quality just seems to be so close. The scent profile and the quality are really, really close here. Like I said, the only real difference I get between the two is I get a little bit more ylang-ylang, a little bit more of a yellow floral feel out of this one early on in the fragrance versus this one. The dry downs are virtually identical. It's actually quite impressive. Now, in regards to performance, this has been every bit of a 10 to 12 hour fragrance on my skin. I've done several test sprays leading up to the last two wearings. The full wearing, same thing. It's been falling in that 10, 11, 12 hour range. More so 10 to 11 hours. I'm sure if I would wait longer to take my shower, I could get 12 hours, possibly even beyond with this. So longevity, no issue. Beast mode longevity. Projection, on the heavy side. If you're a moderate to mild sprayer, anywhere in that 3 to 5 spray range, which I think is ideal for this particular one. I've been doing about 6 sprays, 5 around the neck and 1 on one forearm, just to kind of go back to while doing testing. And it's been way more than enough. Very distinctive, almost room filling, according to my wife. Now, this is early on in the lifespan of the fragrance, because I would say the projection starts to kill over at about the 2 hour mark, where it starts to sit a bit close to the skin. You have more of a moderate to mild sillage. It's not some big, hefty, crazy, thick, lingering sillage, but you will get nice light whiffs of it throughout the remainder of the life of it on your skin. At least that's been my experience. So, bordering beastly type of projection in the first 2 hours. I would say above average. It's definitely very strong projection. More in that moderate to heavy range, where the sillage calms down to the moderate to mild range once that projection starts to calm down. So across the board, it's well above average, 10 to 12 hours longevity, about 2 hours of pretty heavy projection, moderate to heavy, and then moderate to mild sillage the remainder of the way, which makes for quite the enjoyable experience. Final thoughts on Shiyaaka from Khadlaj. I'm quite impressed. Quite impressed. Definitely up there in like the top 10 most accurate clones I've gotten my nose on in quite some time. That's the biggest thing for me, is the accuracy and the quality. The quality, you're not really sacrificing a whole lot from here. Now, admittedly, I would want the original. I always would want the original. It's very, very rare that you'll hear me say, no, 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 buy the clone. If you're on a budget and you want to get a very, very similar experience to Reflection Man, I think this is a suitable, affordable alternative that does the scent profile justice, does the performance justice, and still has that elegance without being too serious that the scent profile is known for. Men's floral fragrance lovers that are on a budget, don't want to spend a lot of money, and want to get the same experience, this is probably going to be for you. It's a very, very similar experience. And with that said, I think it's a great fragrance at an 8.5 out of 10. This stuff is, like I said, pretty close. I'm not going to call it completely identical, but the more it dries, the more it becomes identical in my mind, because like I stated before, the only real difference I smell in the two of them is I get a little bit more of the yellow floral feel from this one versus the original. Well, that's the review. Thank you once again to Aroma Concepts for sending this my way so I could spend some time with it. I'm actually very impressed by this one, very, very much so. That's why it's one of the ones I picked out to do a full review on, because I felt like this one was worth kind of spotlighting and, really discussing with you guys, because I really think this one's worth grabbing if you're looking for a great, affordable clone to this one. Like I said, I haven't tried a bunch of clones of Reflection Man, but I damn sure started with a good one. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have this or have smelled it? What do you think? Do you find it to be pretty spot on? Or is it less than accurate on your skin? Let me know. I want to hear you guys' experiences for those of you that have spent some time with it on skin. Very curious. Or did this spark your interest and you maybe been looking for a good Reflection Man clone? I think this is a great Reflection Man clone, personally. Until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Shiyaaka from Khadlaj and you give it a spray now, who knows, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.